So hi everyone, we have today our guest from
North Carolina.
wow. This is Scott. He came to us let's say something like visit us, have
A little demonstration.
A little demonstration. Scott will tell about our meeting, about yourself a little bit. He will tell how he starts carving, how he starts everything, maybe some friendship with us, and I think it will be interesting for you. Yeah. So Scott, where are you from? And I think it will be interesting to introduce yourself for our subscribers.
Okay, so basically, my name is Scott Carpenter. I'm originally from North Carolina in the United States. And in the States, I had a lathe and I did a lot of wood turning, some pens, some bowls, some vases and stuff like that. However, I wasn't able to do that much when I got here to Ukraine. However, recently I found this place, STRYI Tools, and I was able to get some hand tools and start doing some hand carving. Some wood spirits, some spoons and stuff like that. Which has been really cool because I did miss woodworking in general after being here for so long without access. I found the place on Instagram. Me and my friend Jeff came and we kind of checked out what they had, and we got a couple basic tools. And since then I've been working on like some wood spirits and for the most part and practicing that kind of stuff.
Did you cut before, for example, earlier?
So just basically wood turning on the lathe, the pens and stuff like that. I did a little bit of stuff when I was younger with my grandpa, some like kind of tiki style faces and some masks. However, I didn't have much experience with hand carving.
Is it hard to carve?
No.
No.
It's hard to carve well, and it takes some practice, but just getting the basics is pretty fun and easy.
What would you say is the most difficult in carving?
The most difficult?
Yeah.
Oh man, I think getting the finish right, getting the finish kind of without the tool marks, and just taking something that looks good to something that looks really nice and refined is the most difficult part for me.
So, what tools, for example, did you use for the first time?
So to carve the wood spirit, I just used one, which is kind of just like a Mora style knife, and that's all I really needed for the wood spirits. To do the beard, I did use a V-cut tool.
You use V-cut tool?
Yeah, to get like some detail on the beard.
For example, how do you think does the beginner needs a lot of kind of tools for the beginning?
No, I think
for the start.
Just to get most of the stuff, you can start with just like one knife that's like kind of comfortable, sharp, and you do need some kind of a sharpening tool, I guess, to keep it nice and sharp. But just like a strop or something like that is sufficient.
Do you have your own strop, so you finish and sharp your tools at home?
It's pretty easy, yeah.
It's easy?
Yeah.
So what strop do you use?
I use the one that you guys have with the little things for the gouges and the V tools and the flat spots.
Is it comfortable to sharpen the tools with that?
Yeah. I think so.
How often do you sharpen your tools?
Every time. Before and after. Before and after,
how many cuts do you make until you need to sharpen one more time, for example?
With one of the little wood spirits, just before and after.
So you use this one, yeah?
Exactly.
This strap has placed here for the gouges, for the V tools, and for the straight chisels, or for the knives. Yeah, it's useful, yeah? Useful thing. Okay, so maybe you can give some advice here for the beginner. What wood, for example, should they prefer to start carving? What type of wood is the best and the light much easier for their future carving?
So any soft woods are really good. Green wood is better for because it's more. I guess it's just softer and easier to cut with. But yeah, just soft wood. I wouldn't recommend starting with like some oak or some really hard woods like that, or mahogany. But basswood is good, and like birch is good, I guess. just soft woods. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but I do. Basswood is a good one.
So what maybe works you have already done? I know you made spoon, yeah?
I made some spoons, but like I said, they were spoons, but getting them to that finished quality where they look really beautiful was very tough, and I haven't quite achieved that yet, but I can make, yes, I've made some spoons. Not good spoons, but I've made spoons.
Your own spoons, yeah.
I made like a little, some Valentine's Day gifts, like a little heart kind of thing. Mostly a lot of wood spirits.
What future work do you want to do?
I've always wanted to make a kuksa, and I don't know, maybe some bowls or some stuff like that.
You want to make a kuksa, but it is interesting for you to make it, or you want, for example, to make a gift with that?
I want to make it for myself. I'm really into like the bushcraft kind of stuff, which is another reason I'm interested in carving, to kind of get these skills where you can use them outdoors and like kind of make some useful objects for yourself.
So can you, for example, now show what the main useful tools for the beginner, from our assortment?
Yeah, I would say just something like this would be sufficient for making some kind of, any kind of small whittles. Like there's this thing called like the chicken stick. This would be good for that. Making the faces, this is perfect for. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty much sufficient for any of the beginner stuff. Either that, it depends on the style you like. Something like this also, or like this. This is like the more style kind of that I like.
Is the simplest, for example, tools here to make such faces?
Yeah, exactly.
So I know that you made this face on the from the blank that you found on the river.
Yeah, I just picked up a stick off the river, and I just you can even see on the back I didn't get rid of the bark. But yeah, and these were used with the basswood. Just kind of like little face.
So is there any difference between basswood and the limewood?
And the which wood?
Limewood.
The live wood?
Limewood, yeah.
Lime. Oh, they're both quite soft.
Yes.
And they both kind of hold the detail pretty well.
Yeah, we know that the basswood is the American, for example, variant, and the limewood is a European lime.
Okay. No, I didn't see any difference.
So the beginner should or can start with the carving of that faces. Yeah, this is much simpler, that's easy to carve.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of tools here to start that carving. And what would you like to advise for the future work? So for example, for the first the beginner starts from these faces, and the future work they can do spoon on or... Yeah,
it depends on the style. If you're into making like wood spirit carvings like this, like the figures, you can actually start doing some like caricatures. There's a lot of great YouTube videos on how to do these like caricatures. You can do like hillbillies are really popular, wood spirits are really popular. A lot of them are like old people, like Santa Claus is really popular carving. And this is just good for like kind of learning the fundamentals. But yeah, as you get like more and more advanced, like you can start carving animals, you can start carving silhouettes, stuff like that.
So how do you think, is it easier to carve, for example, relief carving or some sculptures?
I think I don't know, I think the sculptures are cool because you can, a lot of the times you can find like a cut list that somebody has generated, and you can just follow their cut list. I think with the relief carving, like the chip carving, it's difficult because like you really have to be accurate. For this kind of thing, I can make a lot of mistakes and it still looks okay. Yeah. But with the chip carving, like if you mess something
your
up,
cut must be clean.
Exactly. If you like kind of chip out the wrong spot, it's you ruined it. And you have to start over.
Cool. So, which tools, for example, you showed for the first time some of tools, and which one next would you advise for the beginners? For example, these knives you advise just now, and the next.
Yeah, I guess after that, like I said, the V tool, the V cut tool was good for adding some details and stuff like that. And
smaller one. Yeah.
went ahead and got a bigger one because then if you use the bigger one, you can just not push as hard and get the smaller hole or the smaller groove. So it's kind of like more of a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Sorry.
So you said before you used Mora knife here, and can you, for example, say some words about Mora and, for example, for our tools? Yeah. I
think they were very similar. Both of them just kind of have a wooden handle with the carbon steel knife. Really, I think they were quite similar. I used the Mora number 2, which is like the very, very giant version of the Mora. This is like, I think, comparable to the Mora number 1. But yeah, I think they were very similar in quality.
What is the quality of the sharpness of our tools and Mora knife, for example?
I'd say they're pretty comparable. I think STRYI tools they're quite sharp, yeah.
Would you advise STRYI tools for everyone that wants to start carving?
Yeah, I think it's a great tool, absolutely.
So can you say some words, for example, for our subscribers that want to start carving, that want to become a beginner, and want to produce their works by themselves,
Yeah, I would just say for beginners, find something that's like interesting to cut and that's quick to finish. So I think carving the faces is perfect because you can knock one out in 15 minutes and it has a lot like some technical things that you can work on. When you carve something quick and have like quick results, it's kind of it's good for your, like you feel good about yourself, I guess. And then you kind of, you're excited to do some more. But when you start on if you start on like some really big, like drawn out project, it's easy to get discouraged and kind of give up. So start with just some easy projects, I'd say, for beginners.
Cool. So we will have on the next week or something like that, a little maybe masterclass, in carving. We have in our town a little English club, when we get when we meet together with our English-speaking people here in STRYI. So Scott come here for maybe providing English native language. Can you say some words about that? About English club, about our future masterclass, about the people that will be there?
Yeah, so every week we meet for our English speaking club, usually for intermediate to advanced speakers. And what we do is we basically have some conversation. And recently we've been doing master classes every week, led by one of the participants of the club. So we'll be doing a master class on how to carve, I guess, one of these little faces. Also the master class will include some general information about wood carving, the different types of wood carving, and like the different tools you need for wood carving.
So there will be quite different people, quite different ages, quite different maybe locations from and maybe specialized in different way of jobs or something like that, And I think it would be interesting to watch how these beginners will start carving with style. We will enjoy that process with combining their existing job with creativity in wood.
Yeah, I think we'll see like some the results will kind of speak for how easy it is to get started. I expect that a lot of the members of the club will have really cool results.
I think that they will relax a lot. So thank you, Scott, for coming and visiting us. Now we will have a short masterclass from Scott. He will show us how to carve a little face. So we will meet later. Have a nice day, everyone. Good luck in your future carving.
Bye-bye.